In the winter of 1959, 9 experienced hikers ventured into the Ural Mountains of the Soviet Union. They were young, full of life, and prepared for a challenging expedition, but they never returned. What happened to them on that desolate mountainside, now known as Dyatlov Pass, has become one of the most chilling and perplexing mysteries of the 20th century. The group, led by Igor Dyatlov, was made up of students and graduates from the Ural Polytechnical Institute. All were certified grade to hikers with ski touring experience. Their goal was to reach Otorten, a mountain 10 kilometers north of the incident site. On February 1st, they set up camp on the slopes of Kholat Syakhl, a name that translates from the local Mansi language as Dead Mountain. It was their last night alive. Weeks later, when they failed to send a pre-arranged telegram, a search party was dispatched. What they found was deeply unsettling. The hiker's tent was discovered, but it was abandoned and bizarrely sliced open from the inside. All of their belongings, including warm clothes and shoes, were left behind. Footprints in the snow showed the group had fled the tent in a hurry, some barefoot or in socks, heading down toward a nearby forest. The first 2 bodies were found under a large pine tree about a mile from the camp. They were dressed only in their underwear and had clearly tried to start a fire. 3 more bodies, including Dyatlov's, were found between the tree and the tent, seemingly frozen while trying to return. The real horror, however, was discovered 2 months later when the snow began to melt. The remaining 4 hikers were found in a ravine, buried under for meters of snow. They had suffered catastrophic injuries. 1 had a severely fractured skull, and 2 others had major chest fractures. These injuries were described by an investigator as being similar to the force of a car crash. Most disturbingly, one of the women was missing her tongue, eyes, and part of her lips. There were no signs of a struggle or external wounds that could explain these injuries. To deepen the mystery, some of their clothing was found to be radioactive. The official Soviet investigation was closed abruptly. The final report concluded that the hikers died from a compelling natural force. This vague conclusion satisfied no one, and only fueled decades of speculation. What could have compelled 9 seasoned hikers to slash their way out of their tent into sub-zero temperatures without proper clothing? The most accepted scientific theory is a slab avalanche. Proponents suggest a small, delayed avalanche buried part of the tent, causing panic and the initial injuries forcing them to cut their way out. Disoriented and hypothermic in the darkness, they became separated and succumbed to the elements. The missing soft tissues could be explained by natural decomposition and scavengers in the watery ravine, but this theory doesn't satisfy everyone. Why were there no clear signs of an avalanche? What about the radioactivity? This leads to theories of military involvement. Was there a secret weapons test nearby? Some accounts from other hikers in the region reported seeing strange orange spheres in the sky that night. Could the group have stumbled upon something they weren't supposed to see, leading to a violent cover-up? The internal injuries with no external trauma could suggest a concussion or pressure wave from an explosion. And then there are the more fringe theories, from infrasound-induced panic caused by a specific wind pattern called a Kármán Vortex street, to an encounter with an unknown creature like a yeti, or even extraterrestrial involvement. Each theory tries to fill the gaps, but none can account for all the bizarre evidence. Over 60 years later, the Dyatlov Pass Incident remains an open wound in the annals of unsolved mysteries. 9 lives were cut short on a frozen mountainside, leaving behind a trail of baffling clues that lead to more questions than answers. What truly happened that night remains buried in the snows of the Ural Mountains, a haunting testament to an unknown terror. What do you think happened? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching.